Hi everyone. I just wanted to bring you a really simple meditation. I'm down here in along the Maribyrnong River here in Avondale Heights area, Canning Reserve in my local area. It's a beautiful river behind me, and there's bikes cycling up and down, people on bikes and people walking dogs, and just coming back to earth. And you've got the beautiful, probably can't see it here, but the beautiful river behind me. And I'll share some pics afterwards. Many of you would be familiar with this spot in the world if you're in the area of Maribyrnong and Essendon, Niddrie, Keilor East, Avondale Heights, and even further out to Flemington and so forth. Lots of people come down to this parkland. And anyway, I just wanted to just share with you just a really simple breathing exercise and grounding, because anybody who knows, who's going down the rabbit hole with regards to information and downloads and the state of the world, whatever the topic, the state of the world, you will know that it's very overwhelming and very time consuming and very draining on your mental health, your physical health, your energy levels, because a lot of people stop a lot of their life and just spend hours, if not days, if not weeks, down the rabbit holes. And it changes you, because you see a lot and feel a lot and know a lot, because you can't unknow or unsee what you've seen, and it just becomes just really just intense. And you can't really look at society, your governments, your even people in your community the same way. I think it's caused a lot of people to feel very suspicious of people they know. Sorry. And just not know who to trust, who to reach out to. And, everybody looks at each other now, even the mask agenda. Everybody, just here in the park, I had an old lady just look at me. She had a mask on out in the middle of the park walking. There's like space everywhere, beautiful grasslands and river, and it's a beautiful day, perfect weather here for Melbourne, blue skies, and there's no reason to walk along remotely with a mask on. And she was a reasonably elderly lady, and she, 80-ish, and she looked at me and was shocked and had that fear and that suspicion and that curiosity and that disgust all in one look, just because I was walking down the path with no mask on. This is what it's come to, because people are so absorbed and programmed and being played by the system that, there's this us against them mentality. And I just think it's just so sad. And I know that the more of us that evolve and awaken and open up and can see it for what it really is, the more of us will feel isolated and alone and ostracized, and the more of those who aren't awake will look at us as if we're the problem, and they should be suspicious of us, they should be wary of us, when in fact it's the governing forces that we really need to be mindful of. So in all of that and everything that's happening with our life right now, for wherever you are in the world, whether it's your summer or your winter, whether you have snow, be it fake or natural, whether you have the sun now shining on me here down at this beautiful spot in the world here, or you may be in a difficult situation where you're unable to go outside, you're unable to ground. I just think it's important to stop and wherever you are, find earth or create a visualization that is the earth, that is, land, ground, soil, twigs, leaves, grass, ants, bugs, things that are really beneath our feet, literally, and connect to it and just stop. I'm choosing to pull myself out of the rabbit hole that I've been in for another week and come back into my space and focus on my life and my business and my upcoming tour and my family. And I suggest whatever it is for you, your work, your home life, your relationship, maybe your animals, your elderly, and particularly to the activists globally who are consumed with this, and anybody who is really suffering emotionally or is not coping or is thinking of self-harm or possibly suicide or drug overdoses or whatever it is where you're extremely anxious and you're really not coping, whatever the reason is, because of what we're going through here, I'd like to share that just as simple as going outside or creating your earth space in your mind, visualizing it if you can't go outside, feeling the earth beneath you, stopping, listening to the birds, listening to the air, listening to the sounds of Mother Earth breathe. Just stop, find yourself a moment to rise out of the rabbit hole, out of the depression, out of the anxiousness, out of the difficulties. Just stop, right? Just stop. If it's 10 minutes, if it's 30 minutes, whatever it is for you, it doesn't have to be hours, but stop, connect to earth, rest, take your shoes off, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe in all the way down to your diaphragm. Expand your diaphragm and release. Breathe in all the way down to your diaphragm. Expand and release. Spend a moment breathing and connecting deep beneath you. Deep, deep, deep beneath you. And release. Breathe in the rabbit hole that you've entered, or the worries that you have, the groups that you run, the stresses maybe at your work or home. Breathe them in all the way down, down through the belly, down past the lungs, the stomach, the intestines, deep into the base of your abdominal self, your soul self. And exhale through the mouth and release. Breathe in again, the problems, the concerns, what you've seen, what you've endured, what you've witnessed, what you're feeling, and release. Now still your mind and your space and center, and call in the energy of the God force, the goddess, be it not masculine, be it not feminine, be it all encompassing. Call in the energy of what is above, the energy of great spirit, of source, of frequency, of vibration, of nature, of cosmos, all that is above. I call in the energy of God, of Goddess, of Creator, of wisdom, of great power, of natural form. I call you into my space, into my center. Whatever the God or Goddess force is for you. If you are an atheist, call in energy itself, frequency and vibration. If you're a Christian or a Catholic or a Jew or a Muslim or a witch, you may have many gods or goddesses, or you may have one. You may refer to it as Mary or Jesus, as the Messiah, as Jeshua, whatever it is for you, as Jehovah, as Allah, whatever it is for you, or just as Earth itself and the planet that you're in and on and live on and are such a part of, call in that great spirit of universe and breathe it in all the way down to your diaphragm. Breathe it in and release. And again. And now breathe in each element into you. The energy of air, of wind, of breath, of sound, of rhythm, of reason, of rhyme, of motion, of intellect, of creativity, of intelligence, of expansion. The energy of east, of air, the guardians of east, the watchtowers of air, of the day's birth, the sun as it rises in the east. I call you into my being, to my presence, to my world, to my space. Guardians of east, elements of air, hail and welcome in this time and in this space. And blessed be. And take a few moments to center on what air is for you. Are you writing a book? Are you doing lots of study right now? Do you talk a lot in your work or have lots of exams? Or do you have a block of communication at home or with your loved one? Are you finding it hard to understand people as you go through this shift? Are you finding it hard to say what you want to say, or are you finding it hard to stop sharing everything and feeling very alone if people misunderstand you? Are you working in IT or with digital technology that consumes you to the point where you don't get outside and ground and stop and still yourself? Are you creating something? Are you a visionary? Are you designing something? Are you an inventor? Think about air and what it means for you and call it in. And bless its purpose. Now concentrate on the energies of fire. For us here in the southern hemisphere, that is the direction of north. If you are in the northern hemisphere, the direction of north is for earth. So call in the energy wherever you may be that represents fire. The warmth in the belly, the blood, the heart. To the element of fire, to the direction of heat, of power, of passion. North is the energy in the belly. It is the drive, stamina, endurance, courage, romance, sexuality, passion, lust, desire, relationships, money, finance, career, abundance, prosperity. It's also change and transformation, the burning away of the old and the building up of the new. It can also be relative to health, to blood, to levels in your blood, in your body, your fluids, the management of pressure, of sugar, of white cells, of red cells. energy of fire, of warmth, of the masculine force within you if you're male, within you if you're female. The energy of the masculine, of the God force. The masculine energy and presence now of the God force, whatever that is for you, call it in, breathe it into your being. Energy of fire, hail and welcome in this time and in this space, and blessed be. And think of what fire means for you. Are you thinking of your loved one? Is sexuality a problem? Is sex a problem? There are a lot of people going through troubles because they can't have sex anymore. They're being shut down from being intimate with people. Do you have an issue with your partner or partners? Is there an issue with romance, with love for you in your life? Do you want to bring in love and romance? Are you waiting to marry and you've been delayed? What is coming up for you in the energy and the direction that is fire in the belly? Is it your health? Is it your money? Is it your abundance? Is it your prosperity? Is it a new job or creating a business or changing career or worrying that you don't have enough money, and how will you survive this shift? The financial change that is happening globally. Concentrate on that. Call it in. Don't try to analyze it or overthink it. Allow it just to be, and allow the energy of the God force, of the presence of Mother Earth, of God, of Goddess, of energy and frequency and vibration, universal law, to guide you in this moment and time, to allow, to open, like the phoenix that's reformed from the ashes, to begin again. Breathe in and release. As sun shines down on me here, the great, great element and energy that is fire. Thinking as you earth and you ground, of west, of water, the great direction of west, of water, this element of kindness, of clarity, of tears of sorrow, of tears of joy, of emotion, of passion. See yourself standing before an ocean, a river or a stream, a lake. West, water. Breathe that energy into you, the energy of west, of water, of the healer, of the mother, of your feminine abilities, the female that is you and the females that are in your life, the men that show their feminine side and the women that show their feminine side, the energy of the mother, of maiden, of mother, of crone, of emotion, of river, of tide, of healer, of creative force, of cleansing, of washing over you, of purifying you, of blessing you. Energy of west, elements of water, hail and welcome in this time and in this space. Breathe it in. Think of what is water for you. What is going on for you emotionally right now? Do you cry? Do you cry because you're happy? Do you cry because you're sad? Are you feeling so emotional about what's going on? Or are you not connected to your emotion? Are you wanting a baby? Are you pregnant right now? Are you wondering about fertility and how this movement with what's happening will affect fertility? Does it worry you, or have you not thought about it? What do you want to cleanse in your body? Is anything not working for you physically? Are you having not enough water to drink, or maybe too much? Think of what does water mean for you? What does it represent for you? It's also your dreams, your fantasies, your imagination, your creativity. Your spirituality, what are your beliefs? What do you believe? Do you need to believe anything? Do you know who you are? West and water, may it bless over you. May it wash over you and cleanse you. And south and earth. And if you are in the northern hemisphere, north and earth. The guardians of earth, the elements of earth, of planet, of nature, of ground, of structure, of body, of organ, of bone, of hair, of teeth, of eyes, nails, skin, clothing, what we eat and what we wear, and our accommodation, our transportation, how we move around, our children, our loved ones, our animals, our neighbours, our colleagues, our stability, our home, our protection, our security, our bodies. Elements of south, element in itself of south, many elements in one, and holds all to form. Guardians of the south, elements of earth. Guardians of the north, elements of earth. Hail and welcome in this time and in this space, and blessed be. Breathe it in. And think of what comes up for you. What comes up for you in south and earth? What is your focus? Is it where you live? Are you moving? Would you like to move? Do you feel secure in your home? Do you have issues with family members? With animals? Do you have issues at work with people? Do you have issues with humanity, or are you on a big drive to save humanity or to make as much of a difference as possible? What is coming up for your earth energy? Do you have issues with your body and concerns and illnesses and problems? Are you sick? Do you have dis-ease? Do you have discomfort? Are you tracing your family tree? Are you preparing to bury someone or cremate someone? Or have you just done so? South and earth, north and earth, there is so much there to cover with your security on this planet at this time. What is coming up for you? Think it all, allow it all. Don't overthink, just allow it all to come up. Whatever comes up, breathe it in and release. Breathe it in. Release. Breathe in your earth space, your land, this beautiful planet of Gaia. Call her into your being and bless her and nurture her and honor her and protect her. A grandmother is walking past me right now, and I smile because I think on our grandmothers and our grandfathers and our earth energies, our ancestors. What is the ancestral energy that's coming up for you? Are you wondering about your past, your lineage, where you come from in this life, in past lives, if you believe and are open to that? Do you know what people in other times, do you really know? Have you tapped into how they fought for different countries? They've been oppressed, they fought for this earth, they fought for freedoms. Or are you not aware or not interested? Where are you at with your earth? What is coming up for you? Is it as simple as buying a new car, or is it as serious as standing up as an activist for humanity? Call in what is relevant. Allow the energy and the information to come through you. Give up the questions, the expectations to Mother Earth, to universal law, to Gaia. Breathe in and release. Breathe in and release. by air and fire and water and earth, by east and north and west and south, by Great Spirit, as above, so below, by God and Goddess, by energy of metal, of force of all that is, all elements, all energy is here and now in this time and in this space, and it is blessed. Blessed be. Fare thee well. And remember, make the time, allow the time to ground. For as we will it, so mote it be. Take care.